Hello, my name is Christopher Scott, and welcome to episode 3 of Designer's Diary. Today, I want to talk about something that some designers ask me a lot of times. And this is also based on yesterday. There was the Taller Professional in the UT, the university where I work, and we had the Taller Professional sort of like a competition where all the different faculties and careers in the university go against each other to make the best project. And the best project gets like a trip to another country around the world. So based on that, it's like our competitions are important for designers and for creative people. For me, it's yes and no. Maybe that's like a politician's answer, kind of, but I think it's 100% the truth. I think competitions, obviously, if you have some awards on your CV, maybe some companies will see you as a better designer because you have some of these awards. Um, but then on the other hand, it's not good when someone has the mentality that competitions are everything. It's like if you don't get selected for competitions, you feel sad or you feel depressed or you feel like you're not a good designer just because you weren't selected. It's all a process. Like I always say to my students is that when they're entering your work, it's it's more about the learning experience that you get from that competition. And what's more valuable is that you're actually becoming a better designer, not actually that you're just, oh, I'm entering this competition to win an award, for example. And another thing that I always say to my students, and I think it's really, really important, you learn more from your failures than you do from your successes. For example, if I get selected in a competition and I win an award, it's very easy to fall into the trap where you maybe become lazy or maybe you become too confident in your own ability. Um, and then you enter your next competition and you maybe didn't do as much work because of that confidence or that ego, and then you weren't selected. But say, for example, you could have not been selected in the competition, and then that gives you that extra motivation and that extra push to do better the next time. So, but again, it all depends on the person. Like personally, I've got since I started, and I entered my first competition in 2008. It was Good 50 by 70, a competition in Italy, which sadly no longer exists. But back in those years, it was kind of like recognized in the design and in the design field. Um, and since then, since that 2008 to 2015, I've won maybe over like 100 awards, more or less something around that. And don't get me wrong, like, say, like the first 10, 15, 20, they were like amazing, the best thing ever. I remember getting selected for a cup poster for tomorrow and stuff like that, and I was jumping around the house and crying and hugging my mom and stuff like that. But then whenever you get more older and you get more experience and you get more knowledge, you realize that obviously they're important, but they're not everything. It's not like life changing. It's not okay just because you've won an award in graphics or poster for tomorrow or any of these other big competitions is that oh it's going to change your life forever. It's more than that. It's not you can't just rely on competitions to make yourself a career. It's more about how you approach your design in general, like everything you do. You don't just put all your effort into the competitions that you do. Put all your effort in the projects that you're doing, the personal projects. You work for your clients or work for your competitions. Promoting yourself on social media and having your own website, your own .com and all these things. It's not just okay. I'm going to put my all 75% of my talent and my effort into competitions, and then the other parts stay away. So I think it's very important that competitions are kind of important, but you need to understand that everything, all these aspects of like competitions, design, clients, personal projects, all these things are really important. It's not just one that's the most important. Um, so yeah, I hope that give you some advice on competitions. I think it's a very interesting topic because um competitions are very popular now, and there's so many. Um, so you just have to be careful about what competition suits you. And for advice that I would give if you are entering competitions is look at the jury. Who's in the jury? Um, read the brief. Read the brief again, then read the brief again, and then read the brief again, again, and again. Because a lot of the big problems is that students don't read the briefs. They just look at the topic and they read the headline. This competition is for peace, and then they go and start researching about the topic. Or maybe they don't even do research. But you need to read the topic and read every single word in that competition. And make sure you understand the competition, understand the jury, maybe go back and look at the posters that were selected from the other editions, if it's not the first version of the competition. And all these things add up to giving you a better chance of being selected. But yeah, I hope that will give you some advice about just be cautious about entering competitions, and always remember they're not everything for you, but they are important though. Please, guys, below this video or on the Facebook page or whatever you want, send me your questions, what you want me to answer. I already have maybe 10 or 15 questions backed up in the system here, so I need to get answering them. But yeah, send more, guys. It's awesome to see your questions, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. I want to have a nice balance between talking about stuff that I want to talk about and then questions that you guys want me to talk about. So yeah, stay tuned, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far. And I'll see you guys very, very soon.